Hey guys, what is up? WB886 here, and today I'm bringing you a kind of review on the Rank 17 German jet fighter, the HE-162. HE-162 was called the People's Fighter. It was a German single-engine jet-powered fighter aircraft used by the Germans in World War II. It was designed and built quickly and made primarily of wood, as metal was quite short back in them days. Well, in the final days of the war anyway, or final months rather. And metal was basically prioritised for different aircraft, for other aircraft like the FW-190 and the ME-109 or BF-109, whatever you want to call it. Nevertheless, the HE-162 was the fastest of the first generation fighter aircraft of the German and Allied jets. So basically the HE-162 was the fastest jet fighter around at that point before they started developing onto the ME-262, the Gloucester Meteor, F-86s and MiG-15s. Obviously the F-86s and MiG-15s were later on, they were in the 1950s, but still they're in the game. I'm trying to put comparison for them. As I said before, you first unlock the HE-162 Rank 17. It is a jet fighter. Maximum speed is 900 kilometers an hour, or 559 miles per hour for you guys that are in England. Max altitude for it is 12,000 meters. That's pretty high, even though it's a jet. That's not a bad flight ceiling. I mean, things like the B-17, which this thing would have been put up against, or rather made to intercept, were their flight ceiling was about 11,000, so it is kind of right. So you've just got that extra 1,000 feet to dive on the B-17s, so that kind of makes sense. It has a decent turn time of 28 seconds, rate of climb 23 meters a second. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's not bad for a first gen fighter, but you're gonna want a lot higher climb rate when you get to the higher levels, because the HE-162 it's in a way it's still competing with prop planes. It's not a particularly high jet fighter. It's a very good jet fighter. It's not a bad little plane. It turns very well. It probably turns better than the FW-190 and the BF-109s do. So it's not a bad little fighter. It's just that climb rate against other jets kind of lacks. But the armament is not bad. It's got 220mm. Now 220mm on this kind of level jet is decent. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite a decent armament. But the Gloucester Meteor F3 has just got those two extra 20mm, and that can make all the difference between shooting down an enemy and living and like dying. So you've got to make sure you hit the right shots with this thing. I mean, you see me in this video, I spray quite a lot because I'm trying to hit the target. I mean, it only takes about 1 to 2 bullets to actually put into them, and they go down. But you need to make sure you hit those on target. Now, up front, this plane costs about 1.4 mil. Alright, it's a jet. So what do you expect? It's 1.4 mil, I believe. If I'm wrong, I will put it in the comments in the description below, or I'll put an annotation on screen. The repair cost in arcade is 18,000. For a jet, that's not bad. I mean, things like the ME-163, that has about 40,000 repair costs, I believe. And in historical, this thing has a 49,000 repair costs. So I wouldn't be taking this thing up in historical anytime soon unless you have a lot of money to spend and you know how to fly these things well. But it's not a bad little plane. I mean, in this game I did pretty well. I got about 3 kills, 1 ground target and an assist, I think. I mean, I got quite a few crits, but that's not the point. I really actually enjoyed this jet a lot. I don't play the Germans, I'm playing the British at the moment, so this isn't actually my plane. I borrowed it off a friend's account. He let me use it to do a review. He's also going to let me do a review on the ME-163, a few of the FW-190s, and possibly the TA-152. So make sure you keep an eye out for those. What else am I going to be doing? I'm thinking about putting some money on my British account to get the Gloucester Meteor, because I'm level 16 now and the Gloucester Meteor is level 17. And yes, those who know WarThunder very well, level 16 for the RAF. I do unlock the Lancaster. I do have enough money to buy the Lancaster. It's whether I want to or not. I mean, no RAF tech tree is complete without a Lancaster, of course, but I don't think I will be using it very often with the repair cost and how shit it actually is. It's a nice aircraft, but it's not very good for its job. If I were to use a heavy bomber in a game, it would obviously be a B-17, because that thing, it has good armament, good speed, and a very good payload. So if I'm ever going to use a heavy bomber, it'll be a B-17. Now, regarding this thing going for bombers and fighters, bombers are very easy targets for this thing. The bullets will go straight through armor and, as you saw there, can quite often hit the pilot unconscious. This thing rapes bombers. It's when you're going up against other jets like the Meteor and the other HE-162s. That's when your problems start. Because this thing hasn't got the speed or the climb rate or even the turn time to keep up with those planes. I mean, for instance, the Meteor F3 has possibly, I have heard that the Meteor have got the best maneuverability of the jets in the game. So you've got to play this like you would your FW-190s and your Messerschmitts. You've got to climb, pick a target, dive, put your payload on him, then get back up. Get out of there as soon as you can, because otherwise they will rape you. I wouldn't even dare get in turn fights with prop planes in these things, because they're just going to hand your ass to you. It's blatantly obvious. I mean, if you go up against a Spitfire in a low level, you're going to die. You know? I mean, this comes to the end of the match. I mean, this was a very short review, but I highly recommend this aircraft to people. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant fun. Very good level 17 aircraft. Very good introduction to the jets as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button below. Subscribe for more WarThunder, Minecraft, Battlefield 3. And I might do a bit of DayZ. If you're not aware, I do live streams every so often. A link will be in the description below. Make sure you go follow that. Go follow my Twitter. Go like my Facebook page. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace off.
Come and get it.